like growing up, I was so attached to my natural hair. I know I'm not my hair and diary, but like natural hair, braid, relax, just different styles, kinky twist. You know when you had to crimp and braid, and then dip it in the hot water. Those hairstyles, all of them. I did all of them growing up, and then when I found out that I had alopecia, because one time I did the lock, I had sister locks, I got them cut, and then when I tried to regrow my hair, I did bigger locks, and they didn't. They were growing, and they reached around here, and then but then I did an undercut, and what I noticed was I did the undercut, then weeks, months passed, and it didn't grow back. There was no fro, there was no puff. It was like maybe an inch. And I was really surprised at that. I'm like, how come it's not regrowing? I could start locking that part again or something. And I was concerned because I'm like, how come that's not normal? When you do braids, when you do any style, or you trim your hair, cut your hair, and then it's supposed to grow back. And that wasn't happening. And that's when it came to my attention that something must be wrong. And then when I did like low cuts, like low froze or just completely off, and I noticed like the regrowth, it wasn't even and there was bald spots. So it was really concerning because sometimes I would rock it like a low fro or low, like linear bald look. And then I noticed that it was, that there were patches. So it really took a jab at my self esteem and I got it checked out. Yes, I tried the growth oils and all of that, but then I got it checked out as well. And the dermatologist said, oh, alopecia. And so it was like, wow, because, but it is what it is. And so wearing the wigs, and that wasn't a part of my lifestyle, but it is now. It took a shift, because I mean, I've had friends who've done it for how long, and they rock it well. And it's just, for me, it was just adjusting to the different hairstyle and just that I couldn't wear my hair like very, and so I just share clips on my page. I just share clips of the sessions, but it's more for consistency and to encourage anyone considering strength training and the importance of strength training. Like I've learned, there's so much I don't know, and there's so much, the world of fitness is so much I don't know. And I'm learning at a pace where it's making sense. It's not too much. Yeah, um, it's been helpful. So follow if you're into that kind of stuff. The support is appreciated, and just to learn like that it's doable. It's doable for most people. If you're walking, if you're able to walk, and then just incorporate some muscle movements in there. Um, it's so beneficial, and I'm just learning even nutrition habits or the importance of resting in between sets and just different things that I had no clue about, which is why I just showed up at the gym before. I just showed up there and thought that, okay, I'm going to the gym. I'm using the treadmill. I'm using the bike. I'm sitting on the weights and I'm lifting. I'm pushing, but it doesn't mean anything if it's not in a system. If you're not gradually getting more weights, increasing your weights, and gradually doing it safely and doing it properly. If that's not happening, then it's not safe, And so I see value in going and returning. Thank you for the follow, Peanut Diamond. So I see value in that, in going back. And so I've been going 3 times a week at least since January. And this is something I'm proud of, the consistency, because I've never done that in my life, and I feel the benefits of it. I just feel alert. I feel stronger, and like I can see, like when I started, I would start at the bar on some exercises, or I would start at 5 to 10 weights, and now I'm doing 25, 35. Kettlebell, dumbbell, and the bar, like squats and barbell bench presses, all that stuff, and I'm doing it in a controlled way. So I'm just a poster child now for how it makes you feel. It's intense, but when you're doing it around like safely, then it's most of what I do is just at home. Okay, and yeah, there's a world of stuff to learn, and it takes time. So now I see what they mean when they say it's a lifestyle. It's not for appearance. No, I understand what you're trying to say. So it's not for appearance. It's for yourself. The main benefit of working out, strength training, is for yourself, and the benefits that'll give your body for the long haul. Because you're gonna be with yourself, but what conditions you want to be in, right? And so it's like at home. At home is somewhere that it's a place to start. You're moving, you're keeping active. That's the goal. That's the main goal of it. If you're working out and you have a routine and keeping at it 4 to 6, like for a month or so, and changing up the routine. But let's say like you've been doing, I don't know, what exercise do you do? Give me some examples, right? Let's say you're doing those exercises and you're doing them at 5 pounds, and you've been doing these reps, you've been doing them like 3 sets of this for 10 reps, and you've been doing that all this time. Then maybe the following week or month or so, maybe let's try 8 reps. I mean 8 pounds, like gradually, but not right away. You don't go from 8 to 50, but if you feel like, okay, I'm doing this and it's easy and I don't feel any resistance, I don't feel any tension or challenge, then to gradually go up. But keep track of where you started and what you can do and what is too much, and then go from there. I'm no trainer. I'm no trainer. So, but this is just from my experience that, like that progressive overload, like slow and steady, slow to grow, they say, can be beneficial, you know? And so then if you're working from home, if working out from home, like just start small. And sometimes like gyms can be helpful in the sense where they have the equipment. You don't have to buy everything or the space or anything. But I came across like an outdoor gym, a gym in the park. Okay, so now you're working on the muscle tone. Yeah, exactly. So then it can help with that in the sense, slowly but surely, slow to grow gradually, and keeping track because you won't know where you are or where you need to get to. It's not like a race. You have to be at a certain weight or you have to lift a certain weight, but it's just to increase what you were doing before, slowly, gradually, just doing that. Working on strengthening my core so my abs and my back are getting stronger. And what I'm learning is like the core, they say the core is the abs are the last to go. So to work on them, you kind of have to work on everything else too, like work on legs and work on arms. And like when you're doing arm exercises or even functional things like going upstairs or running upstairs or reaching for things, it engages your core too. So then, yeah, and working on your arms and legs, okay. Yeah, it's so important. And even even just like, that challenge where you have to try and stand up on your own, without using your arms, stuff like that. Like little challenges like that to practice and work on. It's so safety, it's so beneficial for your health because like I work in long-term care in the sense where I see my residents. I see they're there because they're not able to move around. They need that assistance. They can't walk like they used to before, and they're for various reasons, many medical reasons, and so on. I'm not judging them at all. It's just I know like I don't want to be in that position where I need assistance to turn over. I can't walk anymore, and if there's something I can do to minimize my chances, because life is unpredictable, yes, but if there's something I can do, I'm gonna do it.